Here, StoryCounty.News. We are joined by local musician Neil Hewitt. And Neil, first of all, everybody loved your performance tonight. And the first thing I want to ask you, first of all, how have you dealt with the past year? I'm sure it's been a hit. We talked with Bryan, we talked with Wade. You got your fan club here, your homies talking, yelling up a storm. That's great. But we talked to Wade and to Bryan, and they talked about how big of a hit COVID has taken on all musicians, especially in the country realm.
Sure.
What has it done for you, or what has it done to you, I should say?
Well, last year I would say probably a 30% hit as far as business goes because I play. It's the live music is one of the least essential things you can do, and the only essential things were allowed. So the when you're in the entertainment business, that's the first to go when a pandemic hits. So we were probably when we were the last to come back. So yeah, it was a big hit. Luckily, I lived in Iowa, so it was a little. Some states had a lot more restrictions than I did, so I didn't. It could have been worse, but it also you got by, but it was not fun. That's for sure. But it's a lot better this year, and I'm booked solid this summer, so all good.
That's awesome to hear. And talk about your roots. You were an Iowa guy,
Yep,
right? Right here locally in Story County. So just talk about that, what it's like to be able to come back here. I don't want to say post-COVID because that would make it seem like we're completely through the pandemic, but we've got some work to do, but we're heading in the right direction. What's it feel like to be back out here and kind of kickstart things here in Nevada?
It feels great. I grew up here in Nevada, and I haven't played here in a while, and it just feels good. I think everyone was getting a little stir crazy, and it feels good to be able to come back out and perform for people live.
What's it like to be able to open up for Wade Hayes and Bryan White?
It's great. I've been fans of theirs for a long time, and I'm looking forward to hearing them perform tonight.
And was there a particular country act in the 90s that you sort of, I'm not asking you to necessarily throw out Wade Hayes or Bryan White. Was there somebody in the 90s that you kind of modeled your style after?
Well, my favorite was probably Travis Tritt, but he's not really my style, but for some reason I really dug his music, and he's kind of one of his albums in 2001 was kind of what made me want to be a country singer. And even though I'm not really his exact style, but I'm a huge fan of his. But yeah, so I would say he's probably at the top of my list.
Where are you headed next? Where can people find your music, et cetera, et cetera? Promote yourself a little bit.
My website, neilhewittmusic.com. I'm also on social media, Facebook, all that. But I'm booked solid throughout Iowa and the surrounding states this summer, so they can find all my my upcoming shows on the website or social media if they Google me.
Neil Hewitt here at the Run Country Fest and 5K in Nevada, and in just moments from now we'll enjoy a couple of music legends in Bryan White and Wade Hayes. Appreciate it, Neil, and thank you so much for helping make this event kind of a bounce back for everybody here in Story County.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
We will be back here soon, recapping the day's events. Again, down at the Story County Fairgrounds, the Run Country Fest and 5K. For StoryCounty.News, I am Corey Brada. We'll talk to you soon.